for today. Again, it says to please mute your computer at the bottom left until or unless you want to ask a question. You have two options to either unmute yourself to ask the question or to ask them in the chat, and then my friends are going to let me know. If you want to view, well, you're going to need to view the webinar while also following along in Google Slides. You're going to have to click exit full screen in the top right corner, and then you click and pull. For example, for a window right here, you see how it says restore down? Mine's already there, but then you click and pull the edge to move the webinar the way you want it to. And then you can do the same with your Chrome window. So you'll be able to do both. Or you could just click on your Chrome, focus on slides, and then listen until you have a question. Okay, so the very first thing, you see how it says collaborate in a slideshow and it's a link? If you could click onto that so that we could all get in there. This is actually the slideshow, which is at the top. Why does it say my screen sharing is paused, Tiff? Hello?
I can see your screen on my side.
Okay.
It's not paused.
All right, cool. Just double checking. All right, so this is the slideshow that is at the linked at the top. That's not the one that we're actually going to be going into right now. We're going to be getting into the one that says collaborative. So the very first thing, just to show you in general, which you can't see right now, but if you were to click on the Google Waffle, I think down right over here in the middle it says Google Slides. That's how you would get to it. I also have an extension called Google Docs Quick Create, which you can get in the Chrome Web Store. That will allow me to open a doc, a spreadsheet, a Google Slides presentation at any point. I know that Tiffany shared briefly yesterday this example of a third grade teacher's slideshow that you can see that they took a picture of what book the kids are going to be working in. They were able to embed some videos, show which book this is from. They took some screenshots to show parts of the reading and kind of break it down. I'm going to go ahead and skip through. They also showed where they were going to do the work.
Yeah, I can't see. Are you changing your screen? Because I can't see that.
I was clicking on different slides.
Okay.
Yeah, I can just see your original screen.
Yeah, so can you stop sharing and try to reshare?
Absolutely. I'm sorry about that.
That's okay.
Okay. Go back in. So again, here's a screenshot of what book the kids are going to be working in.
Okay, wait. So I'm going to stop you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so can you see my screen right now?
Yeah, that is not what I'm looking at.
Okay, so that's what we see. So wait a second. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to stop sharing.
Yeah, that's what I see too.
And I'm going to let you try. Now you try to share again.
Keeps moving. It's like a moving target.
There we go.
Okay.
Now I see the panorama. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay.
Okay.
So again, this is a screenshot of the book that they're working out of, I believe. They embedded some videos. This is the book specifically that they want them to read. They took screenshots from Panorama of the book. They have some explanation there. Again, throughout. Now it won't load. Fantastic, there we go. Okay, and then you can see at the, if I can ever get there, They have what work they want the students to do and out of which book. They have a little screenshot, and then they have a picture of the anchor shot chart that they used in class. Then they had math assignments, again, a screenshot to show them what picture, what book that they're working out of. Videos. And then they actually have done a little screencast here. You can see the teacher down here in the bottom right-hand corner explaining how to do the work. So basically, when we're done with this today, you should be able to, at a minimum, do that easily. I'm going to go ahead and shut that screen. So hopefully, I only see Andrea in here. Again, if you were to go ahead and get into the where it says collaborate in slides. I'm going to go ahead and start to show you, except for I'm not able to have any agenda with me. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my phone and try to get in. So remember what it is I'm showing you. I see Tiffany and Andrea in the presentation. Are you guys able to get in?
I'm going to send them personal invitations if they want to check their email in 1 minute.
Awesome. All right.
Okay.
So the very first thing, in order to add a slide, you see the little plus sign here. So that would be to add a slide. It'll just pop up in here. If I want to decide, like this is the former title slide, if I want to decide for this to be a different type of slide, I would go to the drop down right here next to that plus sign. I can decide what type of slide I want this to be.
So I'm watching you. Am I supposed to be doing this as well?
I was going to show you and then have you do it.
Okay. Okay.
I would ideally, so that you get the experience of doing it.
Okay. Just to make sure. Do you see, am I where I'm supposed to be?
I can't see your screen, so I'm not sure, unless you want to share your screen.
I'm just
Okay.
looking at you clicking where it says click to add title. Yeah, I'm just watching you do that.
Okay. Okay. And again, the agenda, well, I guess she's emailing you a link to this, so then you'll be able to click on that if you want to. Now it's frozen. Okay. So again, I was going to show you, if you click the drop down, you can switch the type of slide, if it will load. Anyways, we're going to try to go to the next slide, and of course it's going to freeze. And I'm going to cry.
If you want, I can do my screen since I seem to
That
have it
might
here,
be,
and tell me what to do.
that might be easier. I'm sorry, I don't know why
Okay.
I'm all frozen.
That's all right. Hold on. So Andrea, would you please make sure to watch the chat box because I won't be able to see it. Okay, so is this where we are?
Yes.
Okay, so you go ahead and go.
So again, if you were able to click on one of the blank slides and then click the drop down arrow next to the plus sign to change it to a different type of slide instead of a title slide.
The layout.
Well, you can do it there also, yes. Thank you. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to insert some text. So once you choose a layout, then you can click where you can where it says click to add, and then you can type in some text. So maybe put in your name. And then it says insert shapes. So you can see where she's pointing, there is shapes right there. So if she clicks on it, she can choose whatever type of shape she would like. And she's going to click and drag to make the shape. It says insert. Oh, look at her. You can change the color there, and then right next to it, you see where there's lines. You can, the outline of it, you can change the thickness of it, et cetera, et cetera.
Sorry, I got excited with the shapes.
That's okay. So the next thing is to insert a line, which is right next to the shapes. And you can see there's a bunch of different types. So any type that you would like.
There's a lot of little.
And if you choose scribble, actually, you can draw if you're talented enough to draw.
Yeah, I'm not that talented, but I'll try. Oops, I didn't pick. There it goes.
Okay. And then the last thing, if you could click on insert and then go down to word art and type in your favorite place. And then you could see that you could change the color.
The bucket is an amazing tool. And then any of these that I don't want, if I click on them and I hit my delete key, they will actually, I just delete them. If I decide I don't want them.
Or you can do like she's doing right now and move them around. So does anyone want to go ahead and try to do that? Or do you guys feel comfortable with all of those things?
So I can see Rachel is on this. See how you can see over here that in my slide, I can see that Andrea and Eric are both in this slide. You want to go up to insert and choose new slide and then type your name on that. So nobody else can claim your slide. That's the first thing we would like you to do. Is that correct?
Yes, please. And then I would like you to just practice inserting text, word art if you'd like, shapes, lines, etc.
So how do I get in there?
Yeah, I don't see that either.
So I should have sent you an email. So if you go to your email, it's going to say Tiffany sent you, and over here you're going to be able to click on the slide.
Okay.
You might have to click on the top right where it says exit full screen to be able to get to your email.
Yeah, I don't have that email, Tiff.
Okay, I put the link in our chat bar if you can copy it and paste it.
All right, give me a second. Let me get there.
Yeah, can you put the link inside of the slideshow?
Yeah, that'd be.
Right under Bahamas, Andrea, maybe? Oh wait, I can do that. What the heck?
I'm trying to do it now, but.
Oh, there, I got the link now.
Oh, wow, I just got lost.
Okay, so inside of this presentation,
Ah,
I
got it.
I don't think you guys can click on that though, can you? You can't get to it. Ha 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 ha.
All right.
I would go over to your, let's see if I can do this. Let's see if I can get it to pop up. So, can't get the chat too. So I'm going to stop sharing. I'm going to see if you can start sharing, Rachel.
Okay.
Is anybody able to click on the Google form or the Google Doc over in the chat box?
I did, and I got in.
Yay.
Now, see, I didn't.
Okay, so let's see. Cheryl, yeah, you should be in there because I emailed it to you.
I don't see your email.
That's okay. Can you go to our webinar, and at the bottom of your screen, it should say chat. And then if you scroll to the bottom of the chat box, you're going to see Andrea put in a link.
You know why, Tiffany? You probably sent mine to Jody Johnson, and I'm Jody Phipps.
No, I didn't.
Eddie.
This is one time I didn't do that.
Huh. Well, anyway, so now, okay, so can you see where I put my name in there? Yeah.
I see Gail. I see Eric. I see Andrea on this slide. There's my name. There's Jody.
No, I don't see it.
I'm going to share it with you one more time, Cheryl.
Okay.
Okay, I've sent that to you again.
You're sending it through the email?
Send it through the email if you can't get it from the chat box. And Pam sent you a link too, it looks like. She said, check your email. Okay, I don't know who's listed as guest. If you could type your name in the chat box so nobody can see it, I will share this with you. But I can't, and actually if you click the guest, if you can click underneath the, where you can comment, you can click on the.
I think that's Gail.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought, never mind. Hold on, Gail. My bad. I thought it was just a typo, and no, Gail's in there. She's got one. She's
Okay.
right there.
See, the email they just sent me, I went and it's just putting me back to where you guys are, where it says Bahamas.
Yeah, that's where we want you to be.
I
Yeah.
know, but I can't hit insert and get my slide. I see your cursor moving around, but I
Okay,
don't
so
see
You need
Okay.
to minimize your screen.
Yeah.
minimize. Okay, minimize.
It's on the top left
Oh,
left
top left.
corner. Mine's at the top left.
Okay, mine's at the top right.
Okay,
Is
and
that-
yeah, it should be a yellow or a green to make it smaller.
Okay, let's see if this is it. No, it's not working. That's okay. I'll just follow along. I'll take notes.
Okay.
So,
I don't want to hold you guys up because I don't see.
Cheryl, in the top right, does it say exit full screen?
Let's see. It says you are viewing Rachel's screen right now.
Mhm.
And then when I hit minimize, I've got the chat box and everything, but I don't see where. See, I just hit the insert and I went to, it's just showing me your screen. I see Tiffany up in the left. Enter full screen. Yeah, I don't.
All right, Tiffany, can we switch again? Because my screen is frozen.
Absolutely.
Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing.
There we go. You tell me what you want me to do.
Okay, so the next part that we're going to do is we're going to create linked text. So if you want to go ahead and highlight your name, and then go ahead and click on the, you can either do insert link or you can click right there where it says insert link, that little. And then if you want to go ahead and.
What's really cool, I think, is it lets you link to other presentations or lets you link to another slide in the presentation.
Mhm.
So if I wanted, Rachel's done a really cool thing where she made a, it was almost like a table of contents, and she linked to each slide in the slideshow, so you could go from the very first page to that slide to find that information. So that would be a reason why you'd want to do that. But let's see what. So I'm going to go up to the top, and I'm just going to go to Prodigy, and I'm going to copy this link. That's okay. And then I would paste it in here, and I hit apply. Okay.
I can't see you doing that.
You can't see my screen?
Uh-uh.
Okay, so let me try again. It's too many people on right now. Okay, so I'm going to, can you see my screen now?
I could click on your screen.
Okay, I think what you're doing is you're in the slideshow.
Yeah.
So down at the bottom, you should have a menu where you can click on the little video camera Zoom thing and
Should
be
be-
able to see.
Yeah, got it. Okay, thank you.
Do you see me? I wrote hello.
Yep, now I'm there. Yep.
So if I select this text, and then I have some tabs open at the top. And
Oh, I see. Yes.
here's my, so if I want the kids to go to this, I would copy that link, and then I would go back to where your name is. There's a link, insert link icon right here,
Yep.
and I can hit paste and apply. So now when I hover over that, it actually shows you.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
So even here, it's going to hover over and let you know what that is. Now you
Okay.
have some options where you can remove it if it's the wrong one. You can also edit it or make a copy of it if you want and put it someplace else.
Okay.
I don't know if were you going to talk about backgrounds?
Yeah, but not yet. So can you show how to add a text box in case you want to add text in an area where there isn't already one?
Yes, there's two ways you can do that. And one is the text box icon right here. If I click on it and then I just drag how big I want it, it will give me one. Or you can go to insert and then text box over here. What's next?
Okay, sorry. I was trying to send the link to Melanie.
Oh, okay. I can do it right now.
So the next thing is, I just did, to change the background.
It's right here.
Mm-hmm. You can change it to any solid color, or you can choose an image. I've done that before, excuse me, using a like a worksheet or an activity for the background so that the kids can't move it.
I'm going to choose about this. So if I have a picture on my computer and I want to make that the background, or if you hit choose image and you can go do an image search, and I can say I want a picture of a beach. I can choose this image and I can hit insert and done. And now the beach is my background. So why don't you guys take a minute and insert a background into your slide. And let's see where you would be right now if you weren't here, because I'm at my place where I wouldn't be if I wasn't sitting in my house right now if I had a choice.
Goodness.
Ooh, I see. Oh, we got some backgrounds over here. I got a solid one. Jody's got a nice solid one. Oh. So if everybody noticed that their background changed to the same thing, that's because when you hit background and you choose an image or you choose something that you want, when you choose that, you just hit done. Don't hit add theme. If you hit add to theme, it changes every single slide in the slideshow. Oh, sorry, Eric, I just changed yours. I thought I was clicked on mine. So when you go to background and you choose an image or you choose something up there at the top and you hit insert, if you hit add to theme, it changes everybody else's slide. So I just wanted you to be aware of that. So Jody, is this a picture you added or is that your background? Nice, Eric. That's beautiful. I don't know where that is, but that's absolutely gorgeous. Gail, I should have known that you wanted to be in the woods. Okay, Rachel, what's our next step?
Inserting a picture.
Okay. So walk me through it.
So you're going to go ahead to insert image, or you can click on the little image icon drop down next to the text box. And then you're going to click on image and choose the location where your image is going to come from. You can see that you can choose Drive, you can upload it from your computer, or you can search the web again.
When you insert your picture, it looks like it takes the whole screen. I'm going to repeat again. Make sure that you drag from the corners so it is correct and not distorted, because you don't want to distort your picture when you add it to your slide. I see some pictures being inserted into slides.
Nice.
So where are we at next?
We're going to embed a video,
Okay.
which in order to do that, we're going to go to insert and then video. And you can see that there's the option to search YouTube, to insert by URL, or to insert it from your Google Drive.
How do you see both screens at the same time?
If you click on the edge of one of the screens, you see it turns into like a little double-edged arrow, and you can kind of pull it and make it smaller or bigger.
Okay.
I don't know if you can see, I'm doing it right now.
Yeah, I see you doing it, but my screen seems to be frozen.
Okay, if you go move your mouse up into the top right,
Yes.
does it say exit full screen?
It says enter full screen.
Okay.
So is that where I'm supposed to be dragging it?
You want to
No,
go to the side. Do you see where I'm at on my side?
Yes.
screen?
I do.
This is where you're going to drag.
See, I'm not seeing that on my screen. I'm watching what you're doing.
So you can't see the two, you can't get to the edge is what you're saying?
Correct.
Can you do it from the top or the bottom? Or you get the two lines, the two arrows?
Let me see. No, that's okay. Keep going.
I can't do it either.
Oh God, now I feel better.
No, I can't. When I go to the top right of the screen, I can't, because I haven't been able to create a Google slide. All I see is what you guys are doing.
Same here.
Okay.
But
Well,
I do know how to create the Google slides. There's just some other things I didn't know how to do. So
okay.
I did use Andrea sent the web link, and so I was able to do that, but I wasn't able to. I didn't know where my slide was. It wouldn't allow me to click a new slide.
yeah, that's just up here under insert and then new slide.
Right, but it wouldn't click.
Okay.
Or if it did, it wouldn't let me go on it.
I gotcha.
So if there's a blank one on there, that's me.
Okay. Well, you can watch the video when we're done and maybe you can put them side by side.
I gotcha. Go ahead.
Okay, the next thing we're going to do is add a comment. And so in order to do that,
Nirvana.
the little plus sign next to the link, or you can do that also.
Sorry.
It's okay. And then if you could show how to do a specific comment, you do the plus sign and then add someone's email. Cool.
And then you can tell when it's blue that that person has been sent that information. And you can see it's highlighted yellow, the area where you want her to check out.
So if you want to choose one of us or one of each other to practice doing that, just for a second.
You're just.
So if you're watching Tiffany, you can see that there is a version history on Google Slides as well, just like there is for Google Docs. If you have multiple kids working collaboratively on the same Google Slides presentation, you'll be able to go in and see who did what. And you can also restore to a previous version if someone went in and messed up someone else's slide. It's always a nice option. And that is, again, file and then version history if you're trying to get there.
I don't know if they saw when I click on the comments now, you can see all the comments that are up there that people have inserted.
So could you show how to edit speaker notes, please?
Okay, what would you like me to do?
Just basically, this is where you would either put notes to yourself for when you're going to present. You would put resources, citations, maybe the page number or directions. That would make sense for students right now since they're not with us.
Okay.
Okay, and then the last thing for Google certification is how to share.
So over here, am I muted or not muted? I'm not
You're
muted.
not muted.
Okay, so over here in this share, when I click on it, she gave everybody access to the top that you guys can edit. If I want to send it to you individually, I would type your name in right here. And then I would send you if I want you to edit, comment, view, and then it automatically will notify you in an email that you're getting this. You also have this advanced button at the bottom. So if I click on advanced, I can go in and see what rights I gave to everybody. So if I decide that I don't want, let's say Andrea to be able to edit this anymore, I would just go to this pencil and make her a view only person. And then I would hit save changes. I'm gonna leave her at edit. Now, the other choice that you have under the share button is that you have this little drop down right here. You can make everybody that has the link view. Now, if I send it to you personally, this does not change what access these other people have. It only changes the access to anybody that has the link. So that I just want you to be aware that only changes people that are getting there from a link. So if you have this link out on a website and somebody's going to it, they won't be able to edit it. But anybody you personally shared with, they will be able to edit this at any time. Now, I'm just going to say, normally when you do something like this, everybody will not be on this at the same time. So everybody won't be making changes at the same time. If they're doing a collaborative presentation, somebody might be adding some things at one time and somebody adding something else at another time. That's why these comments are very important, to make sure that everybody's on the same page inside the presentation if you have a few students working on the project together. And it's also very important that you can see exactly which students did exactly what work, which is really good.
And it's a great way to give feedback as well.
Yes.
So basically everything we've covered so far are the skills that you would need to, if you're pursuing Google certification level 1. The next thing though that I wanted to talk about, and there's some slides explaining it at the very end, is how to take a screenshot in case you're not familiar with that.
Oh, great.
I know for a PC, it's going to be in your start menu in the bottom left. And then you would type in snipping tool, I believe.
I'm going to have to stop sharing because I don't have a PC, so hang on.
Okay.
I'm going to let you share.
Okay. So down in the bottom left here, I'm going to go ahead and type in snipping tool, and you see how it pops up right here?
I don't see
it. You don't see it?
Nope.
Oh, fantastic. All right. Well,
it's black. I don't know if anybody else can see it, but I just see black.
Fantastic.
Andrea, can you see that, or are you seeing the black also?
I'm seeing your face because you're the one talking.
Oh, well, no, before when she was sharing the screen, could you see?
No, somebody else had clicked on their slide, so that's what I saw.
Did
Okay.
you? There it
Okay,
is.
now I see it.
Okay. All right. So down here, I typed in snipping tool, and then
Okay,
I find it.
wait. All I see is like a slide that said, okay, now I see you moving. Go ahead.
Okay. So then you would click on the snipping tool, and you see how it says new. If you click on that, then you can see how it kind of grayed out everything. I can go in and kind of click and drag what I want for my picture.
Okay, that we can't see because like your screen is blown up and all I see where it says snipping tool new, cancel, and options.
Okay. Okay. So then you have the option to either copy it. There's like a little floppy disk for saving or 2 pages for copying. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing, and then Tiffany can show. I don't know if anyone has a Mac, if you could show how to do a screenshot on a Mac.
Sure. That's the easiest thing ever. I don't know if anybody has ever done a screenshot on a Mac. So if I hold down my Command and Shift key and the number 4, you'll see I have like a little target right here. And then all I have to do is drag the area that I want copied, and it comes up with a picture.
Cool.
So the one amazing thing about a Mac, and I'm just going to tell you, is it automatically gives you editing tools at the top. So if you do have a Mac, you can go in and like say, I want to cover up my name, that I don't want somebody to see it later. I can actually go in and I can change the color of the outline and the color of the box to match the background. And now my name is gone. And I can hit done, and it saves that picture already edited. And then can go back to my slide and go to insert an image, and I'm going to upload that from my computer because I know where I put it. And there's my picture, and I hit open, and now that picture's in there. That's how that 3rd grade team was able to do that. And then they would just type directions over here. This is the book we're reading today. Okay.
The next thing is for screencasting. There's 2 extensions. I know there's a link, should be the last slide of the presentation. There's an extension called Webcam, Alice Keeler's Webcam Record, which gives you 30 seconds. And it's great for kids, I know. It might be good if you only have something that's worth 30, that has a length of 30 seconds. Basically, it just records from your webcam, and then as soon as you click finish, it copies the link from your drive. It copies the link from your drive, and then you can paste it in. Otherwise, there's Screencastify, which is very easy. You just set it up so that it saves it to your drive, and then it has a maximum length of 5 minutes.
You want to make sure that when you download it, so you guys would actually go to the, I think you have to go to apps, don't you?
The web store, but it is actually linked on that slide presentation to the actual exact.
The web store is really nice, and you can see where it says add to Chrome, and then when you add it, it goes up here at the top. And when you click on it after it's installed, this is where you have to make sure the microphone's turned on and the camera's turned on so it can record your desktop, if you see that. And then you would just hit record. And it has me at the bottom. And I would say this is the screen that I want to have recorded. And it will, see at the bottom, it's recording. And I would just hit stop to stop, and then it will save it. See, and you can get the link, you can put it in Classroom, you can upload it to YouTube. It does all of that. So Screencastify is pretty neat, and it's right here on the end of your toolbar.
And I know Andrea is going to do a webinar on that, I believe, on the 2nd. So if you want to go more in depth on that.
April 2nd.
But again, if you're in this presentation later and you decide you want to check those out, if you click on one of those pictures, it should link you right to the web store.
Do we have any questions? Because I can't see if we do.
I don't believe so.
No, we don't. Not as of right now.
A lot of technical difficulties today, but we made it
Yeah.
through. Woo woo!
Ah.
But this is definitely how to make a simple slideshow. I'm just going to let you know real quick. We are going to be doing one on Google Sites in a few days. One of the cool things about that is if you make a slideshow, you can actually go into your classroom, and then the kids can't see your notes, and they actually can go through your slideshow if you just send the link out for your web page. So like Google Classroom, this is a link for a slideshow for you guys, and I'll show you. This is the one that Rachel made with all the links in the beginning that go to a certain page. So if I wanted to know how to, sorry, it just went crazy, create an assignment, and I click on it, it should take me to the page that I need to go. Let me open it. I don't know why it's not taking me. Probably because it wasn't loaded at the bottom. I'm sorry. I'm very clicky. But you could go through it and see it's still spinning at the top too. And you can see my internet is unstable. So, but you could click on these links and they will take you to certain slides in the presentation as you click on the links. But my internet's unstable and everything's still cycling through because everybody is literally working from home today. All right, thank you for stopping in today, and we will see you later, we hope.
Bye.
Bye.